Namanda, Snamanda, 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 Snamanda.
Good morning, and welcome to the Shotske Hoyle service for October 2025. My name is Kai Baldwin, and I, along with my fellow classmates from the high school Dharma school class, are chairing this morning's service.
This year's high school Dharma school class students include Lucas Takahashi, Kai Baldwin, David DeCamp, Aaron DeCamp, Daniel Sakai, Braden Sakai, Maria Slavich, Brooke Shimane, Ren Nishio, JC Shimasaka, Nathan Lee, Daniel Fulati, Nathan Imura, Sam Amioka, Garrett Izumi, Liam Hiroshima-chan, and Cooper Morioka. Our teacher this year is Mr. Aaron Okazaki.
A Shotske Hoy Memorial Service is a monthly Buddhist ceremony held to honor and remember loved ones who passed away in that particular month. Regardless of the year, it's a traditional way to for the families and friends to come together and offer incense and pay respects to our deceased. Today we will also celebrate our Pet Memorial Service. This is our special service where we honor our pets who have passed away in the past year.
Please join me in Gassho. Letting go gives us freedom, and freedom is the only condition for happiness. If in our hearts we still cling to anything, anger, anxiety, or possessions, we cannot be free. Namo Amida Butsu.
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 Namo Amida Butsu. Namanda. Nam. Nam.
Please rise if you're able to for the reading of the three treasures led by Reverend Matt and shown on the monitors.
Three treasures. Fortunate is it to be born into human life. Now we are living it. Rare is it to encounter the teachings of the Buddha. Now we hear it. If we do not seek the truth of the Dharma in this life, in what life shall we find it? Let us reverently take refuge in the three treasures of the truth. I take refuge in Buddha. May we all together absorb into ourselves the principle of the way to enlightenment and awaken within us our highest aspiration. I take refuge in Dharma. May we all together be submerged in the depth of the Dharma and gain wisdom as deep as the ocean. I take refuge in Sangha. May we all together become units in true accord in a life of harmony, in a spirit of universal brotherhood, freed from the bondage of selfishness. Even through ages of myriad of kalpas, hard is it to hear such an excellent, profound, and wonderful teaching. Now we are able to hear and receive it. Let us thoroughly understand the true meaning of Tathagata's teaching. Namo Amida Butsu.
Namo Amida Butsu.
나무 아미다 부츠.
모아미다
나무 아미다 부츠.
모아미
나무 아미다 부츠. 나무.
Rinbon Yuki will now read the names submitted by families for this month's Shotske. When your loved one's name is read, please come up to Oshoko.
Okay, this is the names which are submitted to the office for the month of November. Joanne Arias, Deborah Nagai Bell, Christopher Honda, and Yutaka Nishikawa. And I'm sorry if I pronounce your loved one's name incorrectly. And if you would like us to read the names during this Shotske monthly memorial service, please submit the name to the office. And today we are actually observing the pet memorial service too. And I didn't get all the names for the pets. So if you would like to come offer incense for your beloved pets, please do so now too. Or you can wait until the end of the service or during the sutra chanting of Amida Kyo. So either way is fine. If you want to come up, please come offer incense right now.
Rinbon Yuki will now chant Sambu Jo, followed by a short dedication. He will lead us in the chanting of Amida Kyo. During the chanting of Amida Kyo, the slideshow of the Shotske names will play on the monitor. When you see your loved one's name on the screen, please come up to Oshoko. Please also come up to Oshoko if you are honoring a pet who has passed away in the past year.
Namandavs, 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 namandavs. We gathered here today to observe the Shotske monthly memorial service for those who have passed away on the month of November, in conjunction with the pet memorial service for those pets, beloved pets, who passed away since last year until today. May the fragrance of the incense teaches us the purity of our intentions. May the beauty of the flowers offered remind us of the delicate truths of life's impermanence. May the light that burn brightly on the altar lead our thoughts to Amida's light of wisdom, which dispels the darkness of our selfishness. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda. Namanda. 남이다 교 요새가 몸이치지붓나이샤의 꼭기주 기꼬독음요다이비크슈 생이百五十人끝 가이세다이아라 간슈쇼 지식이 조로샤리 헛마카 못겠넨 마카카쇼 마카카센넨 마카쿠치라리 하다슈리 한다가 난다 난다라고라 교본하다이 빈스르하라다 가루다이 마카고힌나
桜ぬるだ行勢と初代弟子病床菩薩摩訶薩文殊師利法寺愛った菩薩剣高大菩薩上昇人菩薩妙行勢と初代菩薩九尺大観音と無量昇天大衆空義事仏語長老舎利法十税裁法果十万の区仏の世界妙法極楽合同仏語阿弥陀根現在説法舎利法移動学校妙意極楽合国修上無宿単樹昇楽光明極楽舎利法極楽国土七十乱順七十羅網七十五十大勢四方中層異業成功非国妙法極楽舎利法極楽国土牛ぽっち悪毒水周万号中地帯順義根社富士四変界金剛瑠璃ハリ五条上老各役位金剛瑠璃阿弥陀仏欲療法温泉園芸少佐舎利法非仏国土未府水道小法五十九法羅網水未妙異業百千十学道時空世門税恩社開示年上年仏年法年創始舎利本語仏国土上十行税功徳称号舎利本法行意運が非仏が皇后阿弥陀舎利本非仏光明無量正実報国無償小下税皇后意阿弥陀舎利北非仏寿命十五人民無料無変な葬儀公光明阿弥陀舎利北阿弥陀仏上仏如来王根実行舎利北非仏無料無変正門弟子海あらかん非税三十地小の地消防殺種薬部行税舎利北非仏国土上十行税功徳将軍無舎利北極楽国土中上少者改税阿弥バッチ五中多雨衣装 不詳ご主人多非税三十所の知識単価無料無変阿蘇義公設チャリ発主上門者応答発願願消費国消費者が特用行税上場全員空営一生者利発不可小前後福徳因年特消費国者利法逆前難自然用人本節涙仏主事名号逆一日逆二日逆三日逆四日逆五日逆六日逆七日一心不乱五銀臨明十字阿弥陀仏よ少々十現在午前税人十字神父天道即徳王女阿弥陀仏極楽国土舎利本願県税理公設四言脈主上門で拙者応答本願消費国土舎利本名が根者三段阿弥陀仏不可思議功徳逃亡薬阿宿美仏趣味総仏大趣味仏趣味公仏妙音仏妙税統合が社主小仏各王合国水工上絶相返布三千大先生説領実言用と修上等身税小三不可思議功徳一切小仏称号年魚シャリホ南方正解有日合道仏妙門公大円見仏趣味等仏無料精進仏妙税統合が社主小仏学王合国水工上絶相返布三千大先生会説領実言用と修上等身税小三不可思議功徳一切小仏称号年利本裁縫正解無料十仏無料総仏無料動仏大公仏大名仏放送仏上皇仏妙税統合が社主小仏学王合国水工上絶相返布三千大先生会説領実言用と修上等身税小三不可思議功徳一切小仏称号年魚シャリ北方正解有縁見仏最小音仏南小仏日小仏無名仏妙税統合が社主小仏各王合国水工上絶相返布三千大先生説領実言用と修上等身税小三不可思議功徳一切小仏称号年魚シャリ本芸法正解有志士仏妙門仏妙公仏脱魔報道仏自法仏妙税統合が社主小仏各王合国水工上絶相返布三千大先生説領実言用と修上等身税小三不可思議功徳一切小仏称号年シャリ本領法正解有本能仏宿王仏工場仏高校仏大円見仏脱式法慶言神仏シャラ十王仏法慶徳仏見一切義仏妙趣味仙仏妙税統合が社主小各王合国水工上絶相返布三千大先生会説領実言用と修等身税小三不可思議功徳一切小仏称号年魚シャリ北農業意運河が公明意一切小仏称号年魚シャリ北脈前南自然用銀門で小仏小説名牛教名者税小前南自然用銀会一切小仏具称号年海徳風大天 天皇のくたら三脈三宝大税公舎利法両党会頭新入学後義勝部小生舎利法空人二発願根発願東発願翼小阿弥陀仏国者税商銀と海徳風大天皇のくたら三脈三宝大王非国土脈異小脈根性脈東小税公舎利発小善男子全四脈信者応答発願小非国土舎利発妙が根者小三小仏不可思議功徳異小仏道薬小説が不可思議功徳二差税言釈迦無義仏の異人難慶右指示能シャバ国道強辱悪性公辱権辱煩悩辱修上辱明辱中徳和のくたら三脈三宝大異小修上説令一切政権南進司法舎利法統治が王強辱悪性行使難事徳和のくたら三脈三宝大一切政権摂氏南進司法聖人南仏説司教医舎利発義小ビク一切政権天人アシュラト文仏諸説官義真珠さらいにこ仏説阿弥陀経ナマンダブナマンダブナマンダブナマンダブ願にしく毒平等性祭東本菩大神往生安楽ナマンダーブツナマンダーブツナマンダーブツナマンダーブツナマンダーブツナマンダーブツナマンダーブツナマンダーブツナ
Rinbon Yuki will now give his Dharma talk for this morning.
Good morning, everyone. And welcome to today's Shotske monthly memorial service held together with the pet memorial service for our beloved pets who have passed away since last year. And today is also Dharma School Sunday, so I'd like to combine the Dharma School talk and adult talk into one message. And to begin with my talk, I would like to share a Wasan poem written by our founder. So please join me in Gassho. Please put your palms together. And can I have my slide up on the screen?
Thank you. 御内原肌立ちがたく、生じ甚だ月がたし、念仏三昧行じてぞ、在所滅し土脱せしと。Deeply bound are the ties of the affection and attachment, endlessly turning are the cycles of birth and death. By practicing the samadhi of the Nembutsu, one extinguishes karmic obstacles and attain liberation. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namanda Butsu. So I guess most of you saw the game yesterday, baseball game yesterday. As a Japanese, I'm really proud of Yoshinobu Yamamoto. He did wonderful pitching, and then I'm also proud of my team in Japan, Hanshin Tigers. 2 years ago, the team hit Yamamoto Yoshinobu, and then I think they scored like 7-0 against Yoshinobu, which Toronto Blue Jays couldn't do against Yoshinobu. So I'm really proud of my team, Hanshin Tigers. But unfortunately, they lost the Japan series this year. So maybe next year they have another chance to win the Japan series. Then I just mentioned this wasan, or religious poem, is written by our founder. But now, who can tell me the name of our founder? Yes, I hear it from somewhere. Shinran Shōgin, right? Shinran Shōgin. He's from 13th century Japan. And I ask this almost every week, so hopefully you remember by now. But where in the Onaijin, or the outer area, we have Shinran Shōgin. Do you remember? Yeah, everybody's saying this way, so that's good. You are getting it, right? So Shinran Shōgin is the second from right. And Shinran Shōgin studied at Enryakuji Temple in Mount Hiei, which was like a university for those who wish to study and practice Buddhism. There are people trained in various teachings seeking to attain enlightenment in this very life. And then to attain enlightenment, one first had to cut off the attachments to this world. So, if your legs are tied with ropes, can you imagine? And then, do you think you can run? Some people might say, yeah, I can, but yeah, it's hard. It's extremely difficult, right? So in the same way, in traditional Buddhism, our love for family and friends can be like the ropes that bind our legs. Yet in our ordinary daily lives, this love is seen as something good. And because through love we feel appreciation and gratitude for what others have done for us. However, in traditional Buddhism, one was first asked to cut off the ties because attachments was seen as an obstacle to practice and the cause of continued transmigration, which is birth and death, over and over. So people left their homes, entered monastic life, and practiced in temple deep in the mountains, away from the city. So if you have been to Japan, and if you imagine the temples in Japan, not Nishi Honganji or Higashi Honganji, but like temple like Enryakuji Temple in Mount Hiei, it's deep in the mountain. If you have been Koyasan, Kongo Buji or Kongo, the temple is really deep in the mountain too. The reason is they didn't want to have any connection with the people in the city so that they can focus on practice and study. So
the historical Buddha, Shakyamuni Buddha, and our founder, Shinran Shonin, and the Seven Pillar Masters. Where is Seven Pillar Masters in Onaijin? It's easy, because you see 7 people, right? There are 7 Pillar Masters. And then they all followed this way of entering the monastic life and then, cut off the ties from the world to focus on practice and study. But even for them, it was extremely difficult. So there was a Pure Land master named Genshin who lived in the 10th century. And before talking about him, let me go slightly off topic, but Genshin's teacher was Ryogen. And after Ryogen passed away, he came to be revered as the protector of Mount Hiei. And people believed that worshiping him would protect the mountain from enemies outside. He is often depicted in this form. Have you ever seen this? I think I talked about this before, right? But have you ever been to Hogwarts at the Universal Studio? Have you ever been? Inside Hogwarts Castle, there is a tapestry. Do you see it? Right? That actually shows this figure of Tsunodaishi, which is the name of Ryogen. So next time you go Universal Studio, look for this. Then, you have another way of enjoying the Universal Studio. Only Buddhists, I think, do this way. But Genshin was a very, very bright, smart child. And his father passed away when he was 7. And his mother decided to send him to Enryakuji Temple when he was only 9 years old. 9 years old. So my son Hikaru just turned 9. And I can't imagine sending him away to the temple into the mountains, knowing we could hardly see each other again. But Genshin's mother had a strong wish for Genshin to seek enlightenment, not only for himself, but also for the repose of the father who had passed away. So Genshin was so gifted that by the age of 15, who is 15 years old? 15. No 15 years old? Right? So by the age of 15, he became a lecturer on the version of the Amida Sutra. He was teaching somebody who's older than him. So the emperor at the time was so impressed that he presented Genshin is a fine cloth as a gift. And then Genshin thought his mother would be happy to receive the fine cloth and, and hearing from the son, Genshin. But instead of praising him, his mom, Genshin's mom, sent back a poem saying, "I once thought you'd be a bridge for others to cross into the life beyond, yet you have become a monk seeking to cross this world yourself. How sorrowful this is. May you become a true seeker of the way." How strict she was, right? But if it were me, I would simply be happy to hear from my child living far away. Maybe, write back saying, "Oh, how are you doing? Are you doing okay? And oh, by the way, thank you for the fine clothes. Every time I use this, I will think about you," right? But instead, she said, "I didn't send you to Mount Hiei for this. Be a true seeker of the way." So after receiving this poem, Genshin stopped seeking for the fame or recognition and devoted himself to study and practice on Mount Hiei. So this episode makes me think about how incredibly difficult to cut the ties of the family, especially when we owe them so much. And ties of affection and attachments are extremely hard to let go of. And this is exactly where the teaching of our tradition, Jodo Shinshu, comes in. It tells us that it's okay. Because it is precisely for being like us, unable to cut off such ties, Amida Buddha established the primal vow to grasp and never abandon us. And because we are being filled with afflictions, unable to let go of love for our families, friends, and to our pets, Amida Buddha calls us to entrust ourselves to the working of Namo Amida Butsu. So I mentioned this last year too, but Jodo Shinshu teaches that we are the recipients of the virtue of practices, and we express gratitude for what we have received through the Buddha's compassion and wisdom. So at last year's PEP memorial, I talked about 6 paramitas. Right? Then I won't repeat that today, but if you are interested in or eager to hear about 6 paramitas, please go online, go for YouTube channel, and look for the talk from the last year, right? But in Jodo Shinshu, rather than we practicing the 6 paramitas, we understand that we receive the virtue of those practices. So if we see our loved ones and our pets as manifestation of Amida Buddha's compassion and wisdom, then we can also understand that they are the ones who have practiced these virtues for us. So today, we saw many names on the screens for this month's monthly memorial service. And when we think of our predecessors who worked hard to make next generation's lives better and kept this temple alive, we can't help but feel deep appreciation. So rather than trying to cut off these ties, Jodo Shinshu teaches us to cherish them, to recognize how precious it is to be connected across generations, and to live with appreciation and gratitude. And on this occasion of monthly memorial service and PEP memorial service, we once again think of our loved ones who have passed away before us and appreciate them for their guidance. So I hope today's talk was somehow helpful. And in closing, please join me in Gassho. Please put your palms together. Deeply bound are the ties of affection and attachment. Endlessly turning are the cycles of birth and death. By practicing the samadhi of the Nembutsu, one extinguishes karmic obstacles and attains liberation. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namanda Butsu.
Thank you, Rinban Yuki. Please rise if you are able to for our closing gatha, Ondoku San 2, which will be shown on the monitors. Please remain standing after for closing meditation.
Te Sorry, hold on. For closing meditation, I have a panel from the Peanuts by Charles M. Schulz. Please join me in Gasho. I now have 3 philosophies: life goes on, who cares, and how should I know? Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Thank you.
If we have any guests joining us for the first time today, we thank you for joining us this morning and hope to see you again soon.
Morning, everyone. Thank you to Rinban Yuki for officiating today's service. Thank you also to our minister's assistants for this morning, who were Sensei Grace, Reverend Matt, and Sensei Calvin. Thank you also to the office staff for preparing this month's slide presentation, and to our AV technician up there, Mr. Bruce DeCamp. At this time, does anyone have any announcements?
Hi, I'm Kai Baldwin with Troop 250, and we are holding our annual fried rice breakfast fundraiser on Saturday, November 22nd. For only $12, you get fried rice, eggs, Polish sausage, and fruit. We make it very easy to pick up at downtown's Nisei Hall by having a drive-through where scouts bring your food to your car in a to-go container. We'll also be having a bake sale. Thank you for your consideration.
Thank you. Hi, my name is Milano Forque, and today I'll be representing Troop 50G. Today we have our fried rice, lumpia, and Thai tea fundraiser. Fried rice is $10, 5 lumpia is $5, and Thai tea is also $5. If you pre-ordered, pick up your orders in the courtyard now until noon. And if you didn't, don't worry, because we do have limited quantities to buy the day of that are available now. Thank you for supporting and have a good day.
Hi, I'm Ken Furukawa, and today this is specifically about the Building and Equipment Committee. So some of you have seen probably in the Sangha and some other things that every 3rd Saturday of the month, we have a Betsuin Maintenance Day. We'll call it an event. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. We start off usually with coffee and donuts, and then kind of go from there. And if we have enough people at the end of the day, we'll all go to lunch. So that's the hook. All right. There are a few things that we want to take care of in 2 weeks, so that's November the 15th. And if anybody has some extra time available and a little bit of extra energy, not necessarily a whole lot, then come on out. It's kind of fun. We have a few things to knock out. Thank you.
Good morning, I'm Sandy Kato Okafong. I'm part of the Board of Trustees, and I have a few announcements. Rediscover, re-engage, revitalize. Those 3 words are the theme of our 2026 membership launch that starts this month and runs for the next 3 months. So you're asking yourself, why do I need to be a member to hear the Dharma? The Dharma is free. That is correct. The Dharma is free. Membership means that you're really part of the heart of our Buddhist Church of Sacramento Sangha family. It's a commitment that's rooted in the Buddha Dharma. And for this year, upcoming year, being a membership also has its privileges. I think that's an Amex old slogan, for those of you who remember. The benefits, what we've done is we wanted to make sure that membership is affordable. The sustaining level membership has been rolled back to 2018 prices, pre-pandemic. If you're a sustaining member today, or if you used to be a sustaining member and it got too expensive, please reconsider and rejoin to become a member. The benefits additionally are, as a member, you get complimentary membership to the affiliated organization, the Women's Buddhist Association, ABBA, Junior YBA. For people that are families that have kids in sports, there's an opportunity, if you're a family member as a sustaining family, you get 50% reduction in your basketball league sign-up. And that will be retroactive for this season. So if you're not a member, please consider. QR code. Also, in the courtyard, there's going to be a table set up. Board of Trustees will be there to talk to you more about becoming a member and and more details on the benefits. So we strongly encourage you to be part of the membership community. The next announcement that I have, related and tied to membership, as a demonstration of membership does have its perks. Mark your calendar for New Year's Eve. I know it's a little ways out, but actually it's November, so it's only a couple of months out. If you normally attend the Joya service or would like to, that's our New Year's Eve service that's held here at the temple. I believe it's 6 o'clock service. Immediately following service, we're going to have a New Year's Eve dinner. There'll be prime rib as a menu choice, salmon, vegetarian pasta, and a kids menu of pasta as well. This is a way for families and friends to come together to share and celebrate the New Year's. And then you'll be able to leave and have champagne by the time the New Year's Eve New Year's rolls around, so don't worry about that. Use the QR code for more information and to purchase your tickets. But if you are a member, you get a reduction in the price of your entree meal. So there's a benefit there. Next message, on December 6th, there is a musical event. How many of you remember the lantern song, the dance that we do at Obon? English lyrics, can't miss it. The Bombu musical group will be coming to Sacramento, and along with that, we have some of our local artists. Reverend Yuki will be jamming on the guitar. Brian Hatano will be playing his trumpet, and then, of course, Koichi and his daughter, Ellie Mizushima, will be performing for us that evening, and there could be more performers. So mark your calendar, use the QR code to purchase. And finally, one last message, and I apologize for going on for such a long time. On November 16th, Toastmasters, which we have a club here at the temple, is having an open house. If you're ever curious about Toastmasters, if you want to practice and improve your public speaking or your impromptu or just conversation in a work or group setting, come check us out, 10:30 a.m. to 11:15. It's great for parents who are waiting for their kids during Dharma school to come check out and participate in Toastmasters. But that's in two more Sundays, 2 more weeks. Come join us and check it out, 10:30. Thank you.
So next week is our special service, Ho-Onko service. And do you know what Ho-Onko service is for? Nodding? Okay. Ho-Onko service is the memorial service for our founder, Shinran Shonin. So this is one of the most important service for our tradition. We will have Reverend Harry Bridge from Oakland Buddhist Church, or Buddhist Temple, as a guest speaker. I don't know if he's going to bring the bass guitar, but he plays the music, and he loves Canadian band Rush, just as I do. We were just talking about, Rush just announced a 50-something tour, and tickets so expensive. Yeah. But anyway, he's coming as a guest speaker for next week, and then he's going to give us the informal lecture, just as we do Dharma exchange on second Sunday. So in place of Dharma exchange, he's going to give us a lecture. So please stay for the lecture after the service too. So thank you.
All right, last one. The last book club for our book that we're reading this time will be after service at 11 o'clock. And then also we will have Sangha support group this coming Thursday at 6 p.m. Thank you.
Okay, if there are no other announcements, this will conclude this morning's service. Thank you for attending, and you are all invited to offer incense.